Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. But he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop fighting off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Now the play fake. Scrambling away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a running room. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. Now on the move. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Throwing Simmons. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's going to run it. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Flying down the left side. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Missouri's offense heads out and ready to go. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Simmons. It's complete on the right side. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Tigers racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and look to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Austin Simmons firing again. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So here is the Tennessee offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Creates a little space. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball on the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on third and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it with Hardy. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. Throws to the tight end. Got a man. It's Davis. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Trying to run, it's Bishop. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Dances away. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Six plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Looking for space. It's Bishop. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Making side adjustments here.
Booster! Let it go!
Looking to throw. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown ball! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Here's Simmons to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. To the air, it's Simmons. Finds his man, it's Terry. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Slings it downfield. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Missouri! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten pay dirt in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Simmons. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Makes the grab down the middle, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Nice move there. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. That's reeled in. It's Hardy. Still running at the 40. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Stumbled to the ground.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Finds a man in the middle. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Matthews. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
A strike downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with San Diego State taking on the number 22 team, the Colorado Buffaloes.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
They'll go right back to him. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Ready, go! Off the play fake. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Give to the running back. There's some room. Tennessee, and the comeback is on.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. Can't keep turning it over. They're turning it over and throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football, regardless of what the defense does, and see if he can break another long run.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Makes the catch. It's Terry. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Again, it's Hardy. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
So now it's 2nd and long. Simmons makes the grab. It's Hardy. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Simmons. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Here's Simmons to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Going to the run, it's Hardy. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical, right?
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Here we go. 28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Go.
They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Hauls it in. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the move, it's Bishop. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Get. Go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown ball! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away. The Vols strike back for the touchdown.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Quick completion on the out. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Throwing Simmons. Right on the money. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.